Today I am going to take you to a very interesting walk. What you see in here is my studio, Acme Studios, the Galleria. And now I'm going to start walking down this street, which is called Sumner Road. In my usual fashion, I got confused earlier, and instead of turning left, I turned right. And I had to come back. It is raining, it is not very pleasant at all. But I am well wrapped up and I am determined to do my daily exercise so that this blasted COVID is not going to get the worst of me. You can see the shark there in the distance. So here we are. I'm going down Sumner Road and now I have to turn right. And I am continuing my wet journey towards the Surrey Quay. It is really wet. And it is funny how this blasted COVID is encouraging you to talk to yourself. But blessed be the cameras, so that instead of talking to myself, I can talk to the camera. Oh dear, did I go wrong again? I think I'm missing the street. Let's see. Yes, I'm in the right way.
Turn left onto Glengal Road.
Okay, I will turn left into Glenhall Road. Here we are. I'm heading towards the river, by the way. This area is very nice and is part of Peckham. London again with all its particularities. In one same area, there are people killing each other with knives. Let's remember little 11-year-old Amilola. He was murdered somewhere not very far from here. And yet, this street here is extremely middle class, very sophisticated. Kids there playing in the grass. It is Saturday today, by the way. It is cold and the weather is far from inviting you to a walk. Plenty of red buses everywhere. I am now in the Old Kent Road. Interesting international supermarket here. Here we are. This is Asda. For my Catalan and Castilian speaking followers, this is a very popular supermarket for the great majority of people in England. Together with Tesco's and Morrison's, they are probably the most popular ones. Sainsbury's is more expensive, and Waitrose even more. You can see in those two buildings at the distance the different types of architecture. The one on the right is more classical, more like the London that I like. The other one is more modern. And then, at the back, there is the frame of the gas deposit, a mammoth construction that go up and down like an accordion. And here, the blasted McDonald's. that I so much despise. And here the B&Q, a charismatic shop, very British, and next to it Halfords. I must admit that this walk is not very nice at all. It is certainly very cold and very wet. And here one of those weird churches so common in South London. I think I have to turn left somewhere. Let's see. If you were as incapable as I am with directions, you would understand what a great achievement is it for me to arrive at my destination. Blessed be Google Maps and technology. So, it seems as if I lost my turning and I have to go back until Quays and then turn right. So, there we go. A young lad with his little baby on a pram. He has covered it with plastic. Well done, good idea. Now that's an interesting church, Four-Square Church of Great Britain. And that sign over there, it seems very old, very much up my street. And here I am again in Quays. I have to turn right. You can see a very interesting looking crane there in the distance. 3 horrendous towers there at the distance as well. City of London Academy Sixth Form Centre. I wonder what type of secondary school this is. Is it private? No. I wish they would abolish private education. It is not fair. Okay, I am definitely on the right way now. Very little can go wrong now, as it is totally straight from here to destination. This street where I'm walking is called Rotherhithe Mill Road. Rotherhithe is also the name of a bridge and of a tunnel that goes under the River Thames. That is where I'm heading towards. Canals and water. I am wondering which way I'm going to come back. Certainly not the way I came, as it is not a very attractive journey. Graphic designers are getting craftier and craftier nowadays. It is all a gimmick. I have noticed before in the other bus stop that there is an image of a young girl with sunglasses and she has a label on top of her left eye saying something. Well, it certainly has worked out. I wanted to know what it was about, and I find out that it was an advert about oats milk. I mean, it certainly got me. What does this face have to do with oats milk? I do not know, but the gimmick most certainly caught my attention. I suppose that those are the tricks of advertising. We are now entering a shopping area. Whenever I get into an area like this, full of shops, I remember Woolworths and all those old shops that had great products and for little money. Little by little they all disappear, and instead we get the globalization. Crap goods with hardly any choice. Now, after Brexit, it will be even worse. Poor, poor, poor dear England. What have they done to you? I think I have to go right now. Here I am at South Bermondsey Station. I'm going to take you through a dark alley. I don't think that I would like to go through this passage at night time. You see, here is where we are going. A very different London from the London that we have seen so far. Look at these rows of council flats. A lovely squirrel looking at me. Does not seem to be scared. Well, here I am again with the seagulls. I do not know what this is. Yeah, I know how you feel. It is very wet. Look at that. I have been in this city for 47 years and I had never seen this before. Funnily enough, I should thank COVID for it. Maybe I could rent a room in one of these boats.
Out on everything else?
Look at this fella. He does not seem cold. That's an interesting bridge.
You have arrived.
Could I open up again? So,
Yeah, so mid-Feb was the original date.
oh,
Like end of Feb.
okay. So I might need my food for it.
That bridge over there looks like an Amsterdam bridge. This architecture over here does not look at all London-like. Oh well, here we are. And another beautiful pub called the Yellow House. And next to it, the classical greenery. I'm beginning my journey back. I think I have probably walked about 7 kilometers today. There isn't anything to film here, really. This school is called Cavendish School, but the house belonged to a lady that was called Lady Com, with 2 M's. So I suppose that in the old days it must have been quite something. It's funny that wherever you look, there is the Shard. I'm going to take you through the tunnel again. It is the same one that we went before, but of course on the other side. Unfortunately, I'm coming back the same way I came, or I will get lost and I'm too tired. A lovely little park, very close to my studio. And the sun is out! Beautiful! Okay then, goodbye my friends. I hope you enjoy the walk. See you soon!